Hey YouTubers, this your boy Amari Points here bringing you the latest movie review. And get this, I'm recording with my new camera, so which means more high quality movie reviews now from now on. So today I'm doing my latest movie review on Venom. I saw this movie yesterday and it was okay, but somewhat not okay. I mean, yeah, it's about this reporter Eddie, named Eddie Brock, who is played by none other than Tom Hardy, who finds this parasite named Venom, and he somehow merges with him during a lab incident, and they kind of like have some funny moments in the movie, but somewhat kind of boring too. I thought it would have been so much better if it was just a like rated R movie instead of making it a PG-13 movie. Don't get me wrong, there were a few good parts in this movie with a lot of different parts of parasites. There were different parasites and everything, and so many other stuff. But honestly, God, I just thought it would have been so much better if they just like cut out the little funny stuff instead of just doing all. But instead, they should have just done more violent stuff. I know it should be a PG-13 movie, but still, you guys, Sony, I don't know why you didn't make it a rated R movie, because it seemed like Venom seemed like a rated R movie in my honest to God opinion. But like I said, let me get to the point. Sorry. I loved like how Eddie and Venom kind of like have this buddy relationship going on, considering they really at first they didn't really like each other, but throughout the time of the movie, they end up getting to like being around one another. Yeah, and I like this one scene from the commercial, like you guys saw in the trailers. Don't rip your face, and then your arms, legs. You'll be rolling down the street like a turd in the wind. Oh my god. That part was just like legit funny because you already know Venom don't play. He literally means what he says. He will legit kill somebody. He is kind of like the anti-hero. He's kind of like the anti-hero. And guys, if you stay around, if you're a true Marvel fan, there's also a Stan Lee cameo in here, because it's not a Marvel movie if Stan Lee doesn't do a cameo in it, right? And two post-credit scenes at the end of this movie. I can't tell you what they are, but you guys gotta stick around to see what they are for sure. Also, what I did love is to see Michelle Williams, who plays Annie, Eddie's girlfriend. She was okay, but I think she could have been more useful and more appealing in some parts of this movie. She wasn't exactly all helpful at all. I just thought she could have been more useful. She could have been more useful, and well, she was just one of those bland characters. And the guy who works at this huge company, he merged with one of the parasites. He was okay. He was okay. He was like one of those badass villains that you are interested in seeing. But he needed to like be more badass, like just get to the part, like what are you gonna do, villainous and everything. But like, but it did have a few scenes that were good and some funny, and I highly recommend people who like enjoy seeing Spider-Man go see this movie if you're interested in seeing like a funny, epic, scary slash sci-fi movie in a way, movie type of movie. And on to the positives. The positives were that Tom Hardy is a talented actor. He was legit on his A game in this movie. He really was. I loved to see him. I love seeing him play Eddie, aka Venom. He was. No words could describe how just badass he was at his role in this one. It was just phenomenal, and that was just that was just pretty cool. Like really, really cool. And the also like another positive is like the weird buddy dynamic duo with Eddie and Venom. That was just a classic. It was a real classic. I loved how they just learn how to work together as a team, even though they don't really like each other and they just want each other out of their lives, and they just don't want to like see eye to eye from on most scenes. To be honest, I thought, well, they would work together just to get out of there, and maybe just get along for just. I thought Venom was gonna leave, but turns out he didn't. He really liked Earth. So big question: why didn't you leave? You'll see for yourself when you'll see the movie. And what else I can tell you is that, well, there was a lot of weird scenes with Eddie and eating all like the frozen food and everything. I'm sorry if I'm going to spoil it for you guys. I know you want to see the movie for yourself, but that was just one of those scenes that you'll just like really be grossed. There are some scenes in the movie that you'll be grossed out by, and you'll see what I mean. And the negatives, there was like too much funny moments in the movie. We needed some serious moments, like with them being like killing people, killing the bad guys and everything. That's just one of those things that we needed to see. I know this movie shouldn't be rated PG-13. It should be rated R, Sony. I mean, why did you make it PG-13? Because you already know most teenagers are probably not going to see it. Some grown people that are Marvel fans will definitely want to see a rated R Venom movie. So I hope you keep that in mind for the sequel. When you make it rated R instead of just making it this comedy buddy movie that people legit don't want to see. I mean, really. And what else I can tell you? The villain was kind of bland. I didn't really understand his. I understood most of his motives, but some of the motives he had just didn't really make sense. I mean, come on. Every single villain we had Marvel villain we had excellent motives. This one just really didn't have any good motives. None whatsoever. And that's it for my positives and negatives. On to the rating. I give Venom a solid C. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yes, it's a C. Because it should have been a rated R movie instead of a PG-13 movie like most people want it to be, a rated R movie. And we didn't need all the funny, like, weird comedy skits in this movie. Some we did, but some of the stuff, not so much. We needed more action and more of Venom. Because basically, people want to get people who are Marvel fans want to, like, legit get scared out of their seats instead of just staring at the screen and making it just dull and boring. And also, you didn't really, honest to God, make it more appealing to the fans. I hope for the sequel for Venom 2, you make it more rated R and make it more appealing to all the Marvel fans, and just have them like be interested in Venom's story. So yeah, that's a thought for you, Sony. Make it rated R. Because a lot of fans are not going to see a PG-13 movie, especially if they're teenagers. I mean, come on. Everyone can agree with me on that. And that's it for my movie review. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with everyone you know, and press that little notification bell at the bottom of my video to get notified when my next movie review is going to be. And also be sure to follow me on the Stardust app at Amari106 for my latest movie reaction and trailer reaction. Take care and God bless. Peace!